grandmother actually retired as a psych nurse at UC. And after retirement, she transitioned into drug and alcohol abuse counseling, actually in the Cincinnati area. And that particular facility had a place where the mothers would stay. It was inpatient, so the mothers would stay, and then their children were able to stay there for daycare. And I actually worked as a teacher assistant to the children that were there. It was infants up until 5 years old. And so the connection that they had with my grandmother being a counselor, and also seeing the connection that the mothers had with the children, that enlightened me on the drug and alcohol abuse side, and actually mental health in itself. So I am a survivor of domestic violence. I was in a relationship for 17 years. I'm a survivor of many things, I should say. I'm also an ovarian cancer survivor as well. So it was easy for me to find a community for the ovarian cancer and participate in walks and things of that nature. But when it came to domestic violence, I didn't see that many events planned throughout the city. And so I decided in 2022 to get some friends together, and other people from the community, asked them to show up in purple, and I wanted to start a walk. The walk is called the Love Walk, and love stands for lifting our voice to empower, and I did create a nonprofit with that as well. So I host this walk annually for the community, for survivors, families, and it's important for me to spread awareness and communicate to people that it affects not only women, but children and men as well. And so I thought it would be a great way to get the community involved, a safe space for survivors, a safe space for, for victims, and also to pay tribute to those that lost their lives to domestic violence. You kind of have to put your feet in the shoes of that client that's on the phone, or the person that walks through the door. Allow them to talk. A lot of times they don't have that space to talk, so you have to allow that safe space for them, allow them to vent. While you're doing that, you're collecting information from them so that we can find the right clinician or find the right resources for them. A lot of times they're calling with a list of providers that they were given. They may have 15 people on that list, so you want to make sure that our call is the last stop, and let them know that we are going to do our absolute best to find them the right clinician for them. Being able to help others, and also just being able to just guide them to their next step of life. I enjoy encouraging them and letting them know that the first call was the right thing for them to do, that they are taking the necessary steps to improve their lives, to give themselves a little bit more grace than we do, because we beat ourselves up so many times in so many areas of our lives. And it's important for us to give ourselves grace, know that we are just human beings, and it's okay to not be okay. I have quite a few different moments. One is a client coming into the office. Most of the times we're receiving phone calls all the time, or email, and so the face-to-face interaction doesn't happen quite often. However, when I experienced the face-to-face interaction, it was more, it meant a lot to me, because I got to actually see the person, not just hear a phone call, and they got to see me. They came in at a 10, and they thanked me because I lowered their level of anxiousness and worry, and I made them feel better. And so that was rewarding, hearing that feedback from that particular client, being able to turn that around. It meant a lot to me. Experience at Mindfully has been very life-changing in the sense of the community that has been created here amongst my coworkers, and also just being able to be there for our clients as well. I think what we do is awesome. I just never imagined myself in this particular position, but I'm happy that I am.